Good morning, sir. Good morning, my fellow classmates. We are the Group 3 reporters and our topic is socioeconomic variables, role of entrepreneurship in socioeconomic development, role of entrepreneurship in socioeconomic growth. So the first topic that I'm going to discuss is the socio-economic variables. There are multiple factors that affect entrepreneurship, which is the social, the cultural, the economic factors have mostly influenced entrepreneurs from country to country. Social factors are basically related to social construct and structure of the country. A few social factors are: so the first social factor is the social motive. The social motive have an effect on entrepreneurship due to the sum and like distraction from profit-driven goals. When the primary focus of entrepreneurship shift toward the social motive, such as addressing a social issue or making a positive impact, it can divert attention and resources away from a profit generation. So the second one is the prestige and self-esteem can sometimes have effect on entrepreneurship like fear of failure. When prestige and self-esteem are heavily tied to success, entrepreneurs may become fearful of failure, which is this fear can prevent them from taking risks or pursuing innovative ideas because they may be more concerned about maintaining their image and reputation. So the third social factor is cultural values. Also had an effect on entrepreneurship due to the some reason like risk aversion. Some cultural values prioritize stability and risk avoidance over taking entrepreneurial risks. This can discourage individuals from pursuing entrepreneurial ventures as they may fear the potential negative consequence of the failure. So the fourth one is the customs and taboos had also effect on entrepreneurship such as limited access to resources. Customs and taboos can create barriers to accessing resources necessary for entrepreneurship. For example, some cultures, certain industry or business activities may be considered taboo or socially unacceptable, making it difficult for entrepreneurs in those fields to secure funding, find business partner, or gain support from the community. So the fifth is the ethnic value had an effect on entrepreneurship due to the reason of cultural constraint. Ethnic values often shape the belief and behavior of individuals within a particular group. These values can place constraint on entrepreneurial activities that deviate from traditional occupation or role within a community. For example, sinian mga Muslim country, like if you are an entrepreneur, dili ka magbibenta sin pork or like mga slaveless na mga bado sa mga Muslim country kay sa bawal yun sa kanila mga paniniwala para kasalanan kan alak. So the sixth one is the child rearing practices. This may had an effect on entrepreneurship due to the reason like the limited autonomy and decision-making skill of child rearing practices that prioritize strict obedience and parental control may limit children's autonomy and decision-making. So the seventh one is the nationalist attitude. Often prioritize national interests over global cooperation, which can lead to the imposition of trade barriers, protectionist policies, and restriction on international collaboration. So the next one is the patriotic inculcations had an effect on entrepreneurship because this can cause the restriction of the entrepreneurs from exploring opportunities in global market and limit their ability to compete on international scale. The last one is the religious belief. This may had also an effect on entrepreneurship due to the reason of conservative mindset. Religious belief often emphasize tradition, conformity, and adherence to the established norms and practices. This can create a conservative mindset that discourages risk-taking, innovation, and challenging the status quo, all essential qualities for the entrepreneurship.
Good afternoon, sir and classmates. My name is Genesil Chandra and this is my part in our report. So, my topic is economic factors. Economic factors are basic elements or conditions within a country's economy affect how people, businesses, and governments make financial decisions. These factors include things like prices, inflation rate, employment levels, and also government policies. Similarly, the main aim of entrepreneurs is the maximization of economic welfare. Economic factors are related to finance and structure of the economy of the country. So, ang isang factor na kinakaharap ng Pilipinas ay ang inflation rate o pagtaas ng presyo ng mga bilihin. Dahil naapektuhan nito ang pagkonsumo ng bawat pamilya at mas nagdudulot ito ng matinding kahirapan sa mga bawat mamamayan. At kung noon ay ang 1,000 piso ay sapat na at marami na ang iyong mabibiling produkto, sa ngayong henerasyon ang 1,000 ay hindi na gaanong sapat at maliit na lamang na mga produkto ang iyong mabibili dahil nga sa mabilis na pagtaas ng presyo ng mga bilihin. A few economic factors are: first, factors of production. These are the resources used to produce goods and services, including land, labor, capital, and entrepreneurship. The four factors of production is: first, land. Includes any natural resources that available for production. Kumbaga, iniyan available area na kung diin is a company is pwede sila magtindog building na kung diin is sit doon nga building ang magiging productions ng era goods or services. Second is labor. Labor refers to the effort and skills of who work to produce goods and services. Kumbaga, iniyan mga empleyado sa mga businesses na kung diin is sila nabulig paghimo sa mga goods and services. The third is capital. Capital includes money, machinery, and other physical asset to produce goods and services. Capitals or money inianto gimpapalit sa mga equipments nga kinahanglan sa ton nga businesses or sa mga machinery. Third is entrepreneurship. These factors collects, control, and manages all other factors of production to come up with the product service. Kumbaga, siya na ang nagko-control or nagmamanage sa itong nga business para maging maupay ang resulta sa product or services na kanagin produce or maging upay ang production and kinalabasan sa product nga services nga kanagin produce. The second economic factors is market incentives. These are benefits or motivations that encourage businesses or individuals to engage in certain activities like producing a particular good or service because it will be profitable. Examples ng market incentives is boarding house didi sa UEP. Ang mga na-star didi sa UEP or ito yaon mismo balay, kumbaga naghihimo sira another rooms sa ira balay para igparinta sa mga estudyante nga na-eskwela didi sa UEP. Na-motivate sira nga magpatindog boarding house kay doon sira nakita. Tas sira latan nagdidesisyon kung piraan rin sa kada room siton nga mga kanda boarding house. The third economic factors is stock of capital. This refers to the total value of all physical and financial assets a company or economy possesses, such as machinery, buildings, tools, and money used for investment. Through this stock of capital, for example, pwede sila mag-add machine for the production of their goods and also to produce more goods to increase their profit. The fourth economic factors is finance. This is the management of money and investments. It involves borrowing, lending, saving, investing, and budgeting. So, when it comes in finance, kailangan listo ka mag-manage. Or, for example, investment or mamumuhunan ka sa, or magtitindog ka sa business, kailangan listo ka magpatalibong san kwarta. Or dapat, mayroong ka, diri ka la puro gasto sa imo negosyo, kailangan mayroong ka income nga nakarawat. Kumbaga, na kuan kasi yung business na tubo or nag-growth ang imo business. And then also, kailangan listo ka lahat mag-budget. Kumbaga, kailangan ani mga kwarta is nagpaka-align. Kumbaga, ano yung kwarta, for example, yung kwarta para in sa mga materialis ng gamiton, yung kwarta para sa mga emergency. Dapat nga ganun para diri masimo kanimo pag manage sa ning kwarta. The fifth economic factors is banks and financial institutions. These are organizations that provide financial services such as loans, deposits, and investments. Banks help individuals and businesses manage money and access capital. Example sa banks and financial institutions is BDO or Banco de Oro, na kung diin is nagpo-provide sila services such as saving accounts, insurance, loans. So, for example, kung ikaw naroon ka magtindog business, tas kulangan imo kapital is pwede ka sa ira mag-loan. But, kailangan mo sundon ang mga process. Tas, when it comes naman sa kung karuyag mo mag-saving account is maupay lat didi sini nga bank. Kasi diri ka mahadok nga ipagkatiwala im kwarta sa ira kay proven na ngansin maupay sira magserbisyo. Ngan sayo liwat sira sa kilala na nga bangko dihan sa Pilipinas. The sixth economic factors is introduction of new goods. This is the process of creating and offering new products or services to the market. It can drive innovation and economic growth. Example of introduction of new goods is smartwatch. It represents combination of technology and functionality. It has smart features like fitness tracking, notifications, and even communications capabilities. Nag-introduce sila high-tech nga relo na commonly ang relo is for time man na siya. But hindi nga smartwatch, nakapaghatag siya different features like pwede ka makapag FB, camera, call, at dramo pa, which is naging patok sa mga customer kasi parang small version na siya sa cellphone pero as relo siya nga design. The seven economic factors is introduction of new markets. This refers to expanding business operations into new geographic areas or segments of the economy. It allows businesses to reach new customers and grow. Example of introduction of new markets is Gaisano, na kung saan ay nag-o-offer sila new market na masusugad nga total package na siya sa mga goods or services nga karuyog mo paliton. Tas nag-aalaw lat sila nga magtindog sa sulod sa Gaisano ang mga iba-iba nga businesses para mas daramo nga customer an kumadatas para mag-grow an ira negosyo. The last economic factors is methods of production. These are the different ways goods and services can be produced, such as using assembly lines, automation, or craft methods. New methods can increase efficiency and productivity. Example of methods of production is furniture manufacture. So, adiyan iya mga methods of production. First is mass production. Gumagamit sila sa mga machine para makahimo dagko nga furniture pareho sa cabinet, lingkuran, lamisa, tas daramo pa. Second is batch production. Nagpo-produce sila furniture by batches na base sa order requirements such as quantity design or materials. Third is job production. Dihan na sulod an insusugad nga skilled craftsman na kundiin is pwede makahimo unique nga design sa furniture. Na kundiin ikaw mismo nga naghihimuan magdi-decide kung nano nga design im karuyag himuon gamit ang imo skills. So, fourth is lean production. Inbabawasan niraan sobra sa kanra furniture sigaron ta sa design para mas maging maupay imdan an furniture. So, pero sigurado pa rin nila nga nasusunod gihap an kung nano an quality or design nga karuyag san customers when it comes sa furniture nga kanakaruyag paliton. Number 5 is cellular manufacturing. Ang kada proseso san kada paghimo furniture is mayaon kanya-kanya station. Siguron ta sa pagcutting, sa paghimo shapes ng kahoy, paghimo frame, tas kun sila sino sit an magtatrabaho. Ginihimo it nira para mas mapadali ang trabaho tas makaiwas sa time consuming. That's the end of my discussion.
Role of entrepreneurship in social economic development. Entrepreneurs have played a big role in development in today's India. In all fields like art, culture, science, health, food, fashions, and entertainment, entrepreneurs have showed their excellence. Some are: number 1 is productions. Productions involve the involvement of national resources like labor, capital, and technology. Entrepreneurs have utilized them in the best and effective way to produce goods and provide services to generate national income. Number 2 is career options or opportunities. Entrepreneurships provide unlimited career options. Entrepreneurships not only create a livelihood for themselves, they generate thousands of employment opportunities. Number 3 is distributions of economic power. Entrepreneurs generally start small in scale and then grow their own business. In this process, they distribute the power and create balance of economic power.
Good morning, sir. I am IVA Ochandra and this is my report. Creating competition. Creating competition is entrepreneurs not only create new products and services but also create competition in the market. This helps customers with better products and services at less prices. Ini nga creating products is ini ang proseso nga paghimo pansin mga or mga naglalaban-laban kam sa mga competitors mo sa business para maghimo bag-o nga mga ideya o produkto o serbisyo nga magpapaunlad sini nga iyo business. And second is innovation. Innovation is entrepreneurs create new technologies and products that helps to save cost and generate wealth for an economy. This helps the economy establish itself at an international level. And innovation, ibig sabihin sini nga innovation is ini naglalakip or ng paghimo sin mga bag-o nga ideya liwat or produkto or mga proseso para makabulig san pagtubo sin usa nga sansayo nga produkto para magtubo an imo mga or magdako pa imo benta sito nga produkto. Employment generation. Employment generation is enterprises create employment opportunities in the country. The contribution of houses like Tata Sons and Reliance Industries are undeniable. An employment generation ini ang proseso sa paghimuhan mga oportunidad para sa mga tao nga makapaghimusin kanran at mga pankabuhayan nga mahihimo.
Entrepreneurs in socio-economic growth. Number 1, mobilization of capital. Entrepreneurs make efforts to mobilize capital and use the investor money in the best way to generate wealth for their venture and thus the economy. So, mobilization of capital. The role of entrepreneurs ay pagtulong na palakasin ang socio-economic growth bilang mga entrepreneurs, kakayahang makalikom ng kapital na makabuo ng mga negosyo, lumika ng trabaho at pagpalago ng production. Number 2, generation of employment. Generation of employments. Entrepreneurs are not only self-employed but also provide employment opportunities to many by setting up enterprise whether macro or large. Generation of employments. The role of entrepreneurs ay nagtatatag at nagpapalago ng mga negosyo, lumilika ng matrabaho para sa iba upang mabawasan ang problema ng unemployment o kakulangan ng trabaho. Number 3, forward and backward linkages. An entrepreneur also creates forward and backward linkages and helps in the development of forward and backward organization related to his business. Forward linkages, kapag isang entrepreneur ay naglilika ng bagong produkto o serbisyo, ito ay maaaring magresulta ng pag-unlad ng mga industriya konektado sa negosyo. Ang backward linkages, kapag ang isang negosyo ay lumaki, ito ay maaaring magdulot ng pagtaas ng kahilingan para sa mga raw materials o iba pang kailangang input. Number 4, balanced regional development. Balanced regional development, the entrepreneur helps to remove regional disparities and pave the way for balanced regional development. Balanced regional development, entrepreneurs ay tumutulong sa pagkakaroon ng balanced regional development sa pamamagitan ng pag-angat ng ekonomiya ng mga iba't ibang relihiyon ay nagdudulot ng pantay-pantay na pag-unlad at pagkakataon sa buong bansa.
Number 5. Equal distribution of economic power. The new breed of entrepreneurs is a helping and equal distribution of economic power and hands of individual. Well, para po sa akin, ang sinasabi equal distribution power ay hindi ay ang paglitaw ng mga bagong negosyante na mas equitable para sa pagtaas ng economic powers sa bawat negosyo. Sa pag-uumpisan ng bagong negosyo at paggawa ng employment opportunities ay mas magkaroon ng magandang resulta na mag-aangat ng ating ekonomiya. Number 6. Increase in the per capita income. Entrepreneurs capture the market trends and new opportunities. Para po sa akin, ang bawat negosyante ay may kakayahan na nakilalanin ang mga market trends at kumuha ng mga bagong oportunidad para sa negosyo dahil sa makabagong mga produkto at serbisyo na maaaring makatulong sa isang negosyo upang mas makaangat. Ibig sabihin, may kapasidad na tumaas ang kita ng bawat isa na makakatulong sa pag-asenso ng economic growth sa mundo ng negosyo. Number 7, better standard of living. Entrepreneurs help to provide scarce commodities and better lifestyle by giving services at your doorstep in my ways. Better standard of living. Ang sinasabing better standard of living ay ang madalian or stable na pamamaraang mga customer sa pag-access ng produkto or services na gusto nila. Halimbawa, doorstep delivery or online platform. Number 8, import substitution and export promotion. Entrepreneurs help the nation to become self-sufficient. Para po sa akin, ito ay mahalaga sa ating socio-economic growth kasi mas pinopromote natin sa ibang bansa ang mga produkto natin at iba pa. Ang paggawa ng produkto locally ay mas nakakatulong para mabawasan ang foreign imports sa ating bansa at maaari rin makatulong sa pagtaas ng ating domestic industry.